Okay, so I know that so many of us struggle with time management, and it's really because we're just so busy. There are so many things that are getting our attention. Of course, as women, we have to work, right? Well, most of us need to work to provide. We have a family, whether that's husband, children, no children yet, like whatever the situation is. So on top of just your day to day is already taken up because you gotta sleep, you have to work, you have to eat and cook and clean and run errands and work out and just do all of the things that are required to just maintain a normal life. What one thing that I will challenge you all with is the fact that we all have the same 24 hours. And although we might be doing what we know to do, we it might be an area where you can do something a little bit better, a little bit more efficient, just to make sure you can fit in the things that need to get done. Need is a very important word here because we don't need to do everything. We don't need to be involved in five different activities at the church. We don't need to be involved in like several different ministries on top of our day-to-day work schedule, on top of the different committees at work, on top of the all of that stuff. Y'all, we really have to, we got to let it go because people will always take our time, and we then don't give the time to things that need to be given to. And so I'm really going to challenge you during this season to reflect on the things that are needed versus wanted. Because it's one thing to participate in something every now and then when you have the time and availability and the honestly mental space to do so. It's another thing to just always be involved in something. Even though you might be great at it, it doesn't mean that it is serving you well. And well meaning you can actually balance it. You can, it's not a stressor for you. Like, you got to think about all of those things. So one of the things that I started doing like last month was putting myself on a timer for everything. And when I thought about it at first, I thought that it would make me stressed, but it actually keeps me on pace with what I need to do. So what happened was I was reflecting and praying, and one of the things that God shared with me was that if you don't get enough sleep, you can't dream. And that really shook me because it was like, dang, if I can't dream, then I can't hear from him. If I can't dream, I'm not getting into that part of sleep where it's actually helping my body to recuperate from the day, for my body to make sure it is its best point. And I'm always tired. And it's like, why are you always tired? Well, you're really not getting enough sleep. And as women, we do need 8 hours of sleep, really closer to 10 sometimes if we can get it, but we really do need 8 hours. So what I did was I backed it up and I said, okay, if I need 8 hours of sleep, then I need to go to bed by a certain time because I need to wake up by a certain time so that I can have some things in the morning. So once I selected my bedtime, I'm going to just show you, some things that I have set. In my alarms, as you can see at the top, I have my initial alarm. It says 5:45 in the morning, and I'm telling myself what to do. I give myself a little emoji or whatever, remind myself what I'm doing and which days of the week that this needs to happen. Right, so this is my typical work schedule. Thursdays are a little different in the morning for me, so it's actually an earlier alarm on Thursdays. So I have a 5:45 wake up. I need multiple alarms to make sure I'm up. So also that's my initial like wake up and get myself together and like literally wake up. But then I have my extra alarm that starts telling me what to do. So generally if I'm getting enough sleep, I'm going to wake up at my initial alarm. I actually don't need 4 and 5 alarms to wake me up. Then at 5:59 I have an alarm set to tell me what to do. Read the Bible. I spend some time. I also have an emergency alarm set in case for some reason I happen to sleep through these things. I still have some catch up time to where I can wake up. I have an emergency alarm at 6:15. So in case you're not up, like, get your butt out of bed because now you have to do some things. I even have a workout reminder. Now, sometimes I do this in reverse. Sometimes I work out before I read because it helps me to wake up and be more alert. So you just have to set it in the order that you need it, y'all. And I literally put an alarm on here for every single thing. Now, of course, if I'm already up, I can turn off my 6:15 so that it doesn't interrupt me while I'm either working out or reading. But like, this is something that's very helpful. Okay. Then I put even sometimes reminders for different things I need to do. Like if I need to text someone or, get my breakfast and stuff ready, like I have all of those on alarms. Okay, so let's continue with it. This is what my afternoon and evening ones look like. Like when I say I literally have my life on alarms, I literally have my life on alarms. And it's been so beneficial because what happens is when I'm doing something that I know I need to be doing and that I am doing, and instead of it being like a procrastination moment, it's not a reward in my brain. Like, yes, I did it. I got it done, or I'm doing it. So if my alarm for dinner at 6:30 goes off and I'm already either prepping dinner, already eating dinner, or about to eat dinner, it's like a yes, I'm already eating dinner. Like I'm on time, right? So when I get off work, I have an alarm that's going off to remind me, if you haven't already determined what is tonight's priority. Like every single day, I have one thing that I obligate myself to make sure I get done before I go to bed. So that's that one thing that I either do when I get home or after dinner. And we're just going to do that every single day because you're going to have a reminder. So like, y'all, I literally have even my social media type of stuff. It's on alarms. Did you post? Did you do your planning on Sundays? Like everything, reading, bedtime is on an alarm. I even have one after that that is my final alarm that I can turn on for 9:30. So like 8:30 is for me to start getting ready for bed. You know, there's a routine. Sometimes some people shower at night. I prefer the morning. Some people read. Some people wind down. You gotta wash your face, brush your teeth, all the things. You'd be surprised how much time those things take up. So putting myself on an alarm has really been so beneficial, and I really encourage you all to do that so that you are ready for the day. You are prepared for taking things on, and you don't have to feel obligated to do anything that is not on the schedule. If I don't have an alarm for it, it's probably not getting done. This also helps me to remember so that I don't have to, I need a personal assistant. I can't afford that. But this is my personal assistant because it's reminding me of all the things that I need to get done. So if there's something I need to add, I can add an alarm for those things. And it has been a game changer with being able to stay consistent with getting the things done. If something doesn't get done, it has to wait till the next day. Nothing is going to be able to really take my time because I value my rest. And that's just the point of life that I'm at, where I'm truly valuing my rest. And so I'm challenging you to do the same. So let's get this time management together. And let me know what your all's thoughts are in the comments.